Hello everybody, today I have another review video for you all, hooray, and in today's review video, I know I said I was going to do one of these guys, but I did not put the poll out soon enough, but it is out now, and so go vote. Today's video is not going to be on these guys, but whichever one wins the poll, go check out my community tab for that. I will do that figure next, so go vote. Anyways, getting on today's topic. Today's review video is going to be on these two guys. Now, the one on the left may seem familiar to you guys because my brother already viewed this guy. His video is more in detail on this guy. I'm not going to go too into detail on this guy, but I will give my version of the character. Yeah. Then the one on the right is a new character I have yet to show off. Now, if you remember in the review video that my brother did, go check out that video on my channel. He said that Hitchhiker, which is this guy's name, goes with another character named Pickup, which is this guy. And most of the video will be on him, but I'll also be talking about him as well. But yeah, let's get into that. First, I want to talk about my version of Hitchhiker. So, I would like to think that Hitchhiker is a slightly arrogant person, and whenever someone starts messing with his buddy Pickup, he just gets furious. He just does not appreciate it. He's gonna be all over you until you're out of the room. You're just gonna be like, don't you dare mess with him, or I will fall to pieces, and then I'll make you fall to pieces. That's what I'd like to think that he's kind of like. So his posability is very decent. He's got ball joints on almost every joint except for his shoulders. Now, one thing is that he doesn't have proper elbow. He does have inward, so he can flex, but he can't. Also, this piece falls off very easily. He can flex, but he can't bend. I'm not going to go too much into detail on this guy. I just wanted to give my version of the character. Yeah, that's Hitchhiker. Now, Pickup, he is, well, he's an interesting character. So Pickup, as you can see, the first thing you'll probably notice is that he's missing an entire chunk of his body. This is a character design that I like, and it's probably one of the very few characters that actually has an entire chunk of it. Well, actually, Bolt, if you saw my video on my character Bolt, he was only a body, but he was inside this massive robot suit. Go check out my channel for that again. But he's missing an entire arm. You could see what probably was on the other side is just now gone. More lore for you guys. If you've seen my other videos, I said that there's this big explosion that killed Mecha Guardians, which are my own type of Transformer. There's this big explosion made by so-called Creator, this guy. Like the video if you want to see a review on this guy. So the Creator, that guy, he got upset with his Mecha Guardian. I go more into detail in other videos, so I suggest you go check out other videos for it. My Bolt one, I think I talk about it. But, so yeah, there's this big explosion killing a whole bunch of Mecha Guardians and very terribly injuring a whole bunch of them. And as you can see, this is one of the examples of a terrible injury. He lost an entire arm, and if you notice, his eyes are actually mixed match colors. Unlike the Hook brothers, where their mixed match eyes still function, he is actually mildly blind. The purple eye is damaged and does not work. So with the help of Hitchhiker, Pickup kind of just stumbles around, and Hitchhiker kind of just helps him around. Hitchhiker can still see, but it's just the one eye he still has, the bright blue one, is a very weak eye. He doesn't have the perfect vision. And the one that's damaged is just not helping at all. But, yeah. for posability, he's pretty decent. He's got decent knees. His arm is all ball joints. He's got a decent head. He's got these weird fan out things. It's kind of just the shape of his head. I like to think that he's a very streamlined and fast character. Like he could fly. Like he's got a jetpack. He's got thruster boots. He's got this claw arm that he has. Like he could just like can turn into a thruster or something. And he's kind of very top heavy. Like it's kind of hard to stand. Well, there he's standing first. He doesn't stand very well. But yeah, Hitchhiker, he doesn't really transform. If you remember from my brother's video on Hitchhiker, this guy, he said that he doesn't transform. I don't think my brother said specifically they transformed, or they didn't transform, but neither of these guys can transform at all. They don't transform. I put detail into this guy, and then my brother designed this guy, and he didn't really design him to transform either. But as you can see, we both gave these guys the aesthetics to like as if they can transform. Like he's got lights, windshield glass, tires on both of them, more lights, car pieces, all that stuff. But so if you remember from my Stunticons, I still have those guys. My Stunticons. One of my first review videos was these guys. If you remember my Stunticons, those guys, please go check out my channel for that. Those videos are quite the watch. Those guys also didn't transform. They did combine, but they didn't transform. And yeah, so these guys can't transform either, but like in my Stunticons video, I made them vehicle modes like as if they could transform, and I could animate them transforming, but they can't transform on their own. But let me just go show you what those look like. Alright, so here are their vehicle modes. So if you remember from my brother's review on this guy, he said that, or he showed off that he was a triple changer. Again, I don't think he said specifically that he was a triple changer, but he showed off 2 vehicle modes. And yeah, the vehicle mode is a trailer. One of them was a tiny little car and the other one was a trailer. He never really explained what he kind of explained, but not very well, what the trailer was for. But his name is Hitchhiker, and he's a trailer. And then this guy's name is Pickup, and he's a truck. Now, at first glance, he looks like a normal truck. As you can see, I put the eyes as the lights, which I thought was a funny detail. Almost like Mater with like one of his lights out. And yeah, at first glance, it looks like a normal truck until you spin it around and notice that there's an entire chunk missing. I'd like to think that this is the chunk, that this is where his arm used to be, but when he lost it, it was just gone. I feel like you could already put 2 and 2 together and say that the reason why their names are Pickup and Hitchhiker, a trailer and a truck. It doesn't take a genius to know that they connect and make a trailer. Now, I'd like to think that in robot mode, Pickup helps Hitchhiker, or no, Hitchhiker helps Pickup walk around, and then in vehicle mode, Pickup helps Hitchhiker, so confusing. Pickup helps Hitchhiker by pulling him around in truck mode. I'd like to think that when in truck mode, Pickup actually has better vision, like because he sees through the windshield or something. I don't know how Transformers work, but yeah, they go together pretty well, and it's pretty fun. Yeah, they're buddies. They like driving around. You could fit another Mecha Guardian here. You could fit Junkie. You can sit down. Yeah, you could fit him in there. So I haven't been reviewing very many characters that have accessories lately. Probably the most recent one had to have been, I think, Junkie. This guy. But so Pickup does have an accessory, so if you notice his missing arm, he's got this little accessory that's just a tiny little arm. I'd like to think that he's like regrowing his arm, like slowly over time. It just starts growing back or something. Or maybe Junkie replaced it or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's just a funny little arm. It makes it so he could actually use that side of his body. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that arm. That's a close-up look at it. So for size comparisons, as we already saw earlier with Junkie, and wait a minute, I think he's trying to tell you something. I think he's trying to tell you to like the video. Well, you heard what he said. Like the video. We also got Conductortron, Unknown Warrior, Earthrise Optimus, Skip, Junkie's son. I think that will need some more explaining, but if you want to hear more about that, subscribe and like the video. Kingdom Huffer, Siege Ultra Magnus, Studio Series Hot Rod, Earthrise Grapple, Kingdom Trailbreaker, or actually no, that's Warpath, sorry. Studio Series Ironhide, Studio Series Optimus, another Earthrise Optimus, Springtrap, Minecraft Piglin, a minifigure, another minifigure, another minifigure, a Lego R2-D2, a Lego dog, a tripod, some mushrooms, a box that I meant to show off in a previous video but didn't, a random Lego piece, another random Lego piece, this piece of trash I found on the floor, another tripod, another random Lego piece, a DIY hacky sack my sister made, and a piece separator for good luck. The custom Finance Freddy's endoskeleton I made, a custom Lego Thomas I made, an Optimus Prime trailer, another Optimus Prime trailer that I added googly eyes to, a Lego Bionicle Boba Fett head, a Lego Bionicle Darth Vader head, a space shuttle, my custom Bionicle Menasor, and last but not least, me. Hello. Yeah, it's pretty tight up here. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm getting a bit lightheaded with my head hanging down like this. Yeah, and again, I have a poll on my community tab to go vote on those other guys. So, yeah. Bye-bye.